Now, wasn't that a great story? Now, we are going to make our very own tent of meeting just like Moses had. So this is what you're going to need. You will need a cardboard box. So I'm using a tissue box for mine, but you can use any cardboard box. You'll need some pieces of fabric like this, or you can use some paper. You're going to need some glue or some sticky tape, a pair of scissors, and then you will need a hole punch and a little bit of string. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take our box, and what I want you to do is I want you to open up the sides just like this, and then we're actually going to cut with our scissors all down one of the long skinny sides. Okay, once you've done that, you will have two sides just like this. Isn't that magic? So with your cut sides, we're actually going to squish them back together. And can you see I've already got my sticky tape ready to go? We are going to use our sticky tape to stick those two sides flat together, because what we want to do is we actually want to make a triangle shape. Can you see what I've done there? So it did look like this, and now it looks squished together like that. Okay, now at the front of my box, I've already got a little opening because it's a tissue box, but if you don't have this opening, that's okay, because you can use your scissors to cut it. I've actually cut one cut here and one cut here so that when I open it up, that is now the door to my tent. So we've got a triangle tent with a door at the front, and then using your fabric or your paper, you can cover it up and cover the sides and across the tent, and it should look something like this. Can you see? I've actually used some paper on this one. There's my door, and I've made some little tent flaps at the front that can open and shut. And now we can use a little toy to go inside just like Moses did and pray. So what I've done is I've actually drawn a picture of Moses. Ayo! So Moses can go inside the tent to pray. Now, do you remember when Moses was inside the tent, what came down from the sky? Do you remember what it was? It was a big cloud, wasn't it? Now, clouds are very easy to make because they can be any shape you like. So what I want you to do is take some white paper and your scissors, and we're going to cut out the shape of a cloud. Are you ready? So I'm going to go round and round just like this. And I think I want my cloud to have kind of a flat bottom. So I'm just going to cut straight along the bottom. And just like that, I have made a cloud. Now, next, what I want you to do is I want you to use your hole punch to make two holes at the top of your cloud, and you are going to thread your string through the holes, and you should have something that looks like this. Now, unfortunately, when I did this before, my hole punch wasn't working, so I actually used my scissors to make these holes. That's why they look a bit messy, but that's okay, because now I have my tent, and I've got Moses, and he can go inside the tent just like this. And then when he's talking to God, the cloud can come down over the tent just like that. Isn't that so cool? I would love to see your tent that you guys make, or maybe you'd like to make a big tent that you can fit inside just like I have here. You could make it out of a blanket or some bed sheets, or maybe you could just hide under the kitchen table. But while you're there, I'd really like it if you could then talk to God just like Moses did. So do you know what? I think we should talk to God right now. Do you remember what we do when we're praying? We put our hands together and we close our eyes and close our mouths. Are you ready? Dear God, thank you so much that we can learn all about talking to you from great people like Moses in the Bible. Thank you so much that you are keeping all of our friends and family safe. And I thank you so much that even though we can't meet together, we still get to have Kids Church. I pray that we all have an excellent, amazing, wonderful, fantastic week until we can see each other again. In Jesus' name, and what do we say at the end? Amen. Okay, thank you so much for joining me inside my tent. I can't wait to see your great crafts. I will see you again next week. Bye.